how is everybody doing today? I just wanted to come on here and talk about having your identity so wrapped in trauma that you start identifying yourself as somebody that's really traumatized. And I'm saying this because in this past year, I've had to overcome a lot of different things. And I know that like you can get lost in the thoughts of like what had happened to you, like to the story that we've created in our minds about what had happened to us. And sometimes I feel like personally it does benefit you to a certain extent, but if you're identifying yourself so much as somebody who's been traumatized and that this happened to you, and you limit yourself with all of these labels, because I mean that's what I did for some time without realizing it. I had a lot of things happen to me at such a young age, things that like most kids shouldn't go through, and I carried that with me for a long time. I would see my friends and my family and my classmates, and I would compare myself to what they had and wish that I had that too. And over the years, I did develop a little bit of resentment towards that. I'm like, why do they have the happy family? Why is their mom normal? Why does that person still have their sister? You know, these things, they sat with me, and I wanted to be happy for them, but I found it really hard to be happy when I didn't have that. So it took me like I said, up until this year where I started to really detach my identity from my trauma, because at the end of the day, like, you are still you. I am still Ashley. I'm not my trauma. And I did this like radical exercise a few months ago where I told myself, you know what? I'm just going to pretend that none of that stuff happened to me. I'm just going to pretend like as though I'm a blank slate. And I'm going to say I'm still me at the core. Like, I'm still this being. I'm still this soul. I'm still this like consciousness. And I'm just going to go from there, because everything that I identified as, it wasn't serving me anymore. It helped me like understand why things are the way they are. And I do believe that, personally, that's what I believe in, is that like, so I think it's okay that, you can feel sorry for yourself. I think that does serve a purpose, because then why would it exist, right? But it's how long you stay there. It's how much you use it, whether it be good. Like, okay, let's just put it this way. This is part of the human experience, is to have these emotions. If I feel sorry for myself, let me feel sorry for myself, But it's a feeling, and it's going to pass. It's going to go right through me. And I needed to feel that because I'm first person, right? Like, I feel bad that I went through that. Damn, like, no kid should have gone through that. Well, what do I take from that? And then what you take from that is you take the wisdom, the insights, your understanding, your capacity for empathy. You take that with you. And then, you have that ability to empathize with other people that are in that position, or you can try your best to empathize with somebody. And sometimes we're not going to fully understand someone's situation, because sometimes we just have very unique perspectives in this world. And so what you do with this information is that you take it and you use it to evolve. You face your emotions, you face your demons, you face your shadows, and then you let it go, right? Because feelings are like clouds. They come and they go. Sometimes it's going to be stormy, and sometimes it's going to be like a hurricane. And then other times it's going to be like really cute Simpson clouds, like just really cute, fluffy clouds. And then sometimes you're going to have clear skies. And at the end of the day, it's just you. You are the sky. You are the sun. You are the moon. You are the stars. And you're allowed to feel all those feelings. Just don't dwell there, and don't let that become your identity. Yeah, so thanks for listening.